Well, thank God that Survivor Series 2014 is over. I can erase the memory of it from my head from this review on going forward because, oh shit, this show sucked. It absolutely reeked of horror. It absolutely reeked of awful. This show, minus just one thing, absolutely stunk up the joint. And where do I start? Let's start with the pre-show, why don't we? You hype up Fandango as the new and improved Fandango. And he comes out with the same old bland character that he had the last time he made his debut, which was one short year ago at WrestleMania against Chris Jericho. And you have him still dancing and doing the same old crap in this match with Justin Gabriel, excuse me. And that's all I have to say about that match. It was stupid. I thought it was ridiculous. Then the next match on the pre-show. So Jack Swagger is too injured to compete in the main event of Survivor Series. He can perfectly wrestle Cesaro and win at the Survivor Series pre-show, but he can't wrestle in the main event. Jack Swagger, who was beaten so badly by the Authority and beaten so badly by everyone else and got so injured that he was never going to compete, and he comes and he competes at Survivor Series, and not only does he compete at Survivor Series, he beats Cesaro. How the fuck does that make any sense whatsoever? What about this makes sense? Please explain it to me because I don't know. I really don't know. Then the show actually starts. You get the 4-way tag match. And this could have been a solid, good tag team title match that opens the damn show. And you know what? The match wasn't that bad. Except for the fact that you had Damien Mizdow basically ruining the entire flow of the match. I'm sorry if you love Damien Mizdow. I think it is absolutely stupid. He had a perfectly good gimmick that was actually attracting some heat, and actually attracting some heat of a heel character. A heel character that actually works, unlike Dolph Ziggler. And he distracted the entire match, and all he did was, oh my god, I don't even want to start. For those of you who thought that the match was great, that's great for you, but the match was not good. It could have been a really good, solid opening match involving the only 4 fucking teams in the tag team division, but instead it was nothing but crap. Moving on. Speaking of crap, the 4-on-4 Divas elimination match, the Survivor Series match. Oh my god, why was this on the pay-per-view? Why? I get it that it's Survivor Series. You couldn't have done this on a fucking Raw. You couldn't have done this on a SmackDown. Come on. This match was a match on a pay-per-view. That's all I have to say about it. I couldn't have cared less about this match. I really couldn't have. Then you get to the match that I wanted to see, that I prayed that this match would save this show because I knew that this show was going to be shit. And you know what it did? It just stunk up the joint a little bit more. Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose. And all this did was set up a potential match at TLC between the two of them in an actual TLC match or a ladder or a tables match or something of the sort. Why the fuck did you throw a perfectly good match under the bus to set up a match at a secondary pay-per-view? This is a Big 4 pay-per-view. And all you did was set up a match at a pay-per-view that no one really cares about, and I definitely don't care about. All this match did was stink up the place. And I'm sorry if you loved everything that happened at the end of the match, but it absolutely reeked of awful. Unbelievable. that these two actually had a decent rivalry going on, and they give you that match. Nothing in that match clicked. Nothing in that match popped. Nothing in that match was standout. Nothing in that match was good. The storytelling coming out of it, okay, great. Again, they're setting up a match at a pay-per-view no one's going to give a shit about. Moving on. Adam Rose versus the Slater Gator. Adam Rose and the Bunny, versus the Slater Gator. What else can I say about this match except moving rapidly along? Never mind then. Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee. You know what? I'll give you this one. Listen to this. I'll be the first to admit it. When I saw their match, Nikki versus Brie at Hell in a Cell, I actually didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was not bad. And then they give you this abortion of a Divas title match on a Big Four pay-per-view. What did the match last? 33 seconds. A 33-second match. And you have this rivalry going on, or at least supposed to be having this rivalry going on between the Bella twins. So I expected Brie to be a factor in Nikki not winning, or in Nikki winning, helping her in a different way because she was forced to help her. Instead, she just does this lesbian action, and it's teasing a heel turn of Brie Bella. Why would you turn her heel? You just split up the Bella twins. You've done all of this, you've used all of this time and effort and energy into this Divas rivalry between two sisters. Now you're going to put them back together. What the hell? Why? I don't get it. I'm sorry, but nothing about this show was good. Nothing about it is good. Then you get to the main event. And the one thing I could say about this main event is ultimately the one moment that I waited for 10 years. Well, actually over that, for 14 years. When WCW closed and Sting finally made his debut at the Survivor Series. I will never forget that moment. That is the only memory that I will have from this show. Because this match was so overbooked. And this match was so ridiculous. And I don't care what you say about the match quality. I don't care what you say about the crowd reaction. There were so many bad things about this match that it just made the match feel awful. Let's take a look at the first thing that pissed me off. The fact that you had Mark Henry job out after doing this heel turn, turning on the Big Show. They actually have a legitimate rivalry going on, and you have him get eliminated in the first 20 seconds of the match with one knockout punch. All this made Mark Henry look like was an idiot. Moving on. You've spent all this time with Mark Henry turning heel against the Big Show. Now you turn Big Show heel when they could actually have another rivalry. Although maybe I don't want to see it, they could actually use those two in a rivalry against each other. Instead, you turn Big Show heel for maybe the 20th time in the last 6 years. Once again, for no fucking reason. And it makes absolutely no sense. Moving on. After you get this epic moment, I look back at it. And it was only done for one reason. The one reason why Sting made his debut was to distract you from the fact that John Cena got eliminated from the match. Just wanted to let you know that. Not that it's not memorable and not that it's not good, but that was pretty much, in my opinion, the only reason why that actually happened. And then you get to the end of the match after all of this happened already. And Dolph Ziggler shines. Dolph Ziggler goes from being down 3-1 to winning the match by himself. And again, it becomes all about John Cena. Again. Why? I know it's Team Cena, but why can't you just have Dolph Ziggler celebrate his moment? Instead, you have John Cena come out, and it's almost as if he's saying, well, now I won't be responsible for these 4 fuckers. I don't give a damn. Oh, I won without winning because I didn't do shit. That's what this reeked of. And I'm sorry if you love this match, but I didn't like it at all. And the only thing that I will remember from this pay-per-view was the moment that I've waited for 14 years as a wrestling fan. I've only been a wrestling fan for 10 years, but me as a WWE fan, my family, my dad, who's loved the business, loved the product. We waited for it and we got it, thank God. But even this one moment couldn't save this already sinking ship. And those are my thoughts on the 2014 Survivor Series. This show can rest in peace like it fucking deserves.